there's only one power, the highest power, and that's Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
You guys don't have permission to record here. It's a private property. And I just have to tell you guys, I'm enjoying your singing though, and I appreciate you sharing your love of God and your love of Jesus with people.
Because we've been through this, we've seen this, we've actually seen it.
So again, you don't have permission to record here. It's a private property.
Okay.
So if you could please turn off the cameras, but you guys are welcome to sing.
Okay, we're gonna leave. I just want to let you know that the blood of Jesus Christ is truly the ultimate power. He wants to save you. He loves you so much.
Thank you. I'm actually saved, believe it or not. So, but I'm not open to having a conversation. I'm here just to ask you guys to stop recording. She's still recording. Yeah. Who are you guys with? Who are you guys with?
You're with me.
Who are you?
My name is Benji.
What?
Benji.
And what organization are you with? You seem to be very proud. What?
We're sons of God.
Sure. What group are you guys with? What church? What organization?
You'll probably see soon. Body of Christ. But I just wanted to ask you, you said you're saved.
Yeah.
You see, this is what Christians like to call outreach. But is it not Christian persecution of other people? Because that's what it looks like. Now I want you to think about something. She asked them three times, please don't record. It took them 3 times for them to stop recording. So much Christian love. And then she asked them 3 times, who are you and what organization are you coming from? And he refused to answer. But of course, you know, TikTok and always have to come through. The viewers always come through. Pastor Benji, he's one of the pastors at the Remnant Revival Outreach Center, which this has been deemed by many people to be more of a evangelical Christian terrorist organization. And one of the reasons why they are a Christian evangelical terrorist organization is because they do things like this. So they showed up at a local Orlando mall. And instead of allowing people to be able to shop in peace and instead of allowing people to be able to eat in peace, no, they come in and they start their singing, their worshiping, which is very off key. But they come in and they start their singing and disrupting people's day, trying to force their religion onto other people. No one asked them to show up. No one asked them to be there. No one asked them to start singing. The mall, did they get permission? Of course they didn't get permission. But people always see it, oh, if you ask the Christians to leave, then that's so rude. Oh, you so devil. Look at them going into people's stores and evangelizing in people's private property of their stores. This is what they do. This is what they call outreach. This is why they're considered a terrorist type organization of Christian evangelicals. Because when you show up in mass to singing, protesting someone's business because you don't like it, that is terrorism. That is against what you claim that you're about. You're supposed to be about freedom and love, and you're supposed to be about evangelizing people, but yet your way of doing it is to try to disrupt their business, try to cause conflict with their customers and make it so that the person doesn't remain in business. This is the Christian love that you speak of, that you want other people to join into? Are you kidding me? I find them to be no different than the Christians who participated in the Christian witch hunts that happened throughout Europe and here in America. The fact that you are deeming something that is opposing to your viewpoint, something that you have decided is the right way to believe in this God or whatever, you deem that to be evil. Now, in the longer version of the first video, the young lady explains her viewpoint on God, that everybody is worshiping God, that God is in everything, God is the all. And that when you confine God to a book or to a name, then it is no longer God. But if that is your process in order to get to God, then that is perfectly fine. She doesn't necessarily believe that you have to believe in this Jesus, because the books that are attributed to this Jesus character have been written by men, have so many contradictions in them, have been chosen by certain groups of men to be the book that you're going to read. And they have been the scribes have not all done a perfect job in translating the information or in transliteration of the information. So therefore, it is not something that is built on perfection. But this organization is nothing more than a Salem witch hunt style organization. And the way that they have built their organization, the primary pastor, whose name I forget right now, decided that he started in his living room and he went after the youth. He went after young people who were finding themselves in negative situations, and he used pop culture to get them into his church. The music style is more pop culture music style. The entertainment at the church is more pop culture. And now he's gotten them to build this box truck where they can now go around and have these revivals, these box truck church. So he can have these revivals, and it's already a put together kind of tent structure, kind of like there was a movie, and I can't remember the name of it right now, um, where that was kind of a revivalist con man was going around. But he's created this cult based on people believing in Jesus through a pop culture lens, and by finding people who have got into metaphysicals. They wear the evil eye for a bracelet or a necklace, and they claim that they're possessed by the devil, and they exorcise these demons out of them. But he's gone after the youth, the new 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, that age group, in order to get them to join his church and feed his mouth. And this little guy, Benji here, is one of his primary outreach kind of pastors who goes out to disrupt people's businesses. Thankfully, the lady was warned by a business down the street that these 40 people came into her store, came into a store. It's not like they're out on public property, came into their store singing and doing their little hymns and all this kind of stuff, disrupting people's freedom of religion that you're guaranteed in this country, or theoretically guaranteed in this country. And they warned them that these 40 people were heading down to their store, and it was near closing time. So they locked the doors so that they couldn't come in and invade their store. So tell me again how this is supposed to be Christian love when you invade someone's place of business because you disagree with it, and you are going to try to disrupt their business. If you wanted to show some Christian love in Orlando, it would be better to see these 40 people go down and feed the homeless. Show that Christian love. It would have been better for these 40 people to go to hospitals and heal some people. Show that Christian miracle ability. It would have been better for these 40 people to just go and help out the farmers who are now losing all their workers because of what's going on in our economy. Go and help those farmers who have lost their workers and work for free. Help those farmers. It has been said right now that Nebraska looks to fall into bankruptcy in the next 2 months, that the majority of the ranchers and farmers are going to fall into bankruptcy because they don't have their employees anymore because of the mass deportations. And I'm not making this political. It's not about the mass deportations. Understand what I'm saying. If you are a Christian and you are believing in love and taking care of your fellow neighbors and all this sorts of thing, and you see what's going on in the country right now, go and volunteer your time at these farms. Go pick some onions. Go wrangle some cattle. Go pick some corn. Go and help these farmers so that they don't lose their business, because many of these farmers and ranchers who are going to lose their businesses are fellow Christians. Is it not that you're supposed to help your fellow Christians? Isn't that part of the deal? Isn't that what Jesus was telling the rich young ruler, to sell all that you have and give it to the poor? Take the wealth of your energy of these youth and go out in Florida. They got cattle in Florida. They got oranges need to be picked. They got all kinds of fruits and vegetables that need to be picked. So go into those farms and help those people. Show some real Christian love instead of the bullshit of, oh, we're going to go and Salem witch hunt these metaphysical stores. How many people are going into the metaphysical stores, really? Compared to the number of farmers, the number of people who have lost their business, compared to the number of homeless people, compared to the orphanages, compared to the shelters that are filled with people, that you could be in there educating those people, helping those people to get a job, getting them back on their feet and established in the community. You could be doing something that is of a greater work of love than showing up at somebody's business to invade their business with your cult, because that is all that this is. It's a freaking cult. And if you don't believe me, just go and research that organization and you'll find and see all the information that demonstrates that this ain't nothing more than a cult that has grabbed the youth, similar to Jim Jones and David Koresh. But y'all have a great day. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.